My book review is on A Boy and a Jaguar, written by Alan Rabinowitz and illustrated by Katia Chien. Alan is a boy who loves animals. He feels sad for them when he visits them in the zoo and finds them caged. He loves more than anything talking to the animals because it's the only time that he doesn't stutter uncontrollably. Alan struggles with finding his voice and fitting in. He feels like he's broken when everyone, even his teachers, can't tolerate his stutter. He finds comfort in talking to his pets. He feels a connection with them because they can't get the words out just like he can't. He makes a promise to his pets that if he can ever find his voice, he will be their voice and keep them from harm. Through school, Alan learns tricks to help him speak and learns when it's best for him not to speak at all. He goes to college and learns how to control his airflow and the way his mouth moves to be able to talk without stuttering. But he still feels broken. He finds that when he's alone in the forest with animals is where he feels at home. He studies jaguars in the wild of Belize, but is sad when he finds out that they are being killed by hunters. He is determined to keep the promise he made to his pets to protect them, so he fights to have a jaguar preserve. He is given 15 minutes to speak and to convince the Prime Minister of Belize that there needs to be protected areas for jaguars. Alan is nervous because he doesn't want to stutter. He only has 15 minutes. He needs to do it right. Alan has found his voice and uses it to speak for the animals that can't. Later that day, the Prime Minister votes to create the world's first and only jaguar preserve. This true autobiographical story made me feel sad and empathy for Alan when people would get frustrated with his stutter. I could connect with Alan because I have ADD, but wasn't tested or diagnosed with it until I was in high school. I grew up with all of my teachers telling my parents that I was a good kid, but that they felt like I wasn't working as hard as I could or wasn't giving it my all. I felt like they didn't know me at all because I was trying as hard as I could, I just couldn't focus. I felt just like Alan did when his teachers said he disrupted the class too much. But in this book, it also made me feel very excited and passionate about following my dreams and not letting anything or anyone stop me. It made me excited for all the young children who will read this book and be inspired to overcome challenges and follow their dreams. I chose this book because it is a great story of a young boy who finds his passion and uses that to overcome obstacles in his life. It shows that you should never let anything stop you from doing what you are passionate about. This book gives a safe place for children who have a stutter to go and realize they are not alone. It affirms the feelings they may have, frustrations, and insecurities. This book does an exemplary job of showing young children that being different is okay, that learning to cope with unique challenges is a normal thing, and that you are more than your challenges. The fact that this book is also a sort of autobiography helps to emphasize that children who have a stutter are not limited to that stutter. Alan Rabinowitz, the author, worked hard and accomplished big things, like creating the Jaguar Preserve. If you or someone you know has a stutter, you can go to the following site on the screen for lots of resources. This site includes things like lists of famous people who have a stutter, books and videos for children who stutter, and it includes resources for teachers, parents, and guardians who may have students or children who have a stutter as well. The next link is a site for children with a stutter. It is a safe place for them to go to connect with other children who have a stutter, hear their stories, get connected with a pen pal, or watch movies and videos about stuttering. The last site is a site that has resources for if you would like to learn more about Alan Rabinowitz and his creation of the book A Boy and a Jaguar.